Good evening. Now that I got past that rhetoric, don't be a case study. This is my favorite month, January. You got New Year's coming in, people making their New Year's resolution. That coupled with the King holiday, people start thinking about dreams, which fits with your theme tonight. We all have dreams, and sometimes our dreams never realize their potential because someone in our path tells us we can't accomplish those dreams. I'm going to give you two case studies. One of them was monkeys. Monkeys don't like water. So they did a case study where they put 5 monkeys in a cage, put some steps in there, and at the top of the steps, there were some bananas. What do the monkeys do? Quite naturally, they go up the steps, try to get the bananas, they hose the monkeys down. Over time, the monkeys stop trying to get the bananas because they feel like if they go up the steps, they're going to go get hosed down. So what they do is they take one of the monkeys out, replace it with a new monkey. The 4 initial monkeys, they attack the new monkey because they let that monkey know you can't go up there. They attack the monkey. And they do this, cycle the monkeys through until there's 5 new monkeys in there. None of them have been hosed down. And when they put a new monkey in there, all 5 of those monkeys attack the new monkey coming in. Right? Another case study, barracudas. They put a barracuda on one side of a fish bowl, separated by glass, had a bunch of minnows on the other side. The barracuda tries to get the minnows, runs into the glass. Tries to get the minnows, runs into the glass. And the barracuda does this over and over and over again until it finally gives up. It feels like it's never going to get the minnows. So what they do is they remove the glass. The minnows are floating around with the barracuda. But that barracuda starved to death with minnows floating around it. Because in its mind, I've tried to get these minnows time and time and time again, but I'm not going to get it. So he starved to death. In our life, we do the same thing. We try to achieve something. We try to go up that step. Somebody hoses us down. We try to go up that step. Somebody hoses us down. And we finally say, you know what? I'm not going up the steps. We hungry. And I'm not saying hungry for food. Sometimes we hungry for knowledge, or we hungry for a position, or hungry for love. Whatever it is we hungry for, we try to get it. We get disappointed. And after a while, we don't try to get it anymore. We say, you know what, no matter what I do, my best effort is not good enough. I'm not going to get it. I just throw my hands up. We walk away. And all of those dreams and things that we want to accomplish, they die and they stay buried within us. And sometimes people in our lives, they're our monkeys. You try to go do something, they say, you know what, you can't do it. They look at you, you say, you think I can't do it? No, I don't think you can do it. You're probably right. And you just go on about your business. Because somebody told you you couldn't do it. Because they tried it and they failed. Sometimes I talk to people and they tell me I can't do something. They never even tried it and failed. They tell me somebody else tried it and couldn't do it. So now am I only bound by my own limitations. Now I'm bound by the limitations of somebody else that I have no clue who this person is. But we listen to that type of stuff. And we let that decide on what we can do. I'm going to go tie this dreams into New Year's, because New Year's is when we start saying, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and fulfill this dream. I'm going to go ahead and lose weight. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start reading a book. All of these things we come up with about today, because typically if we do something for 21 days, it stays ingrained within us. So if you're doing it for the first 20 days, if you're doing it tomorrow, you got a good chance of being successful. But less than 5% of the people who make New Year's resolution actually make life-changing things in their life. It's just temporary. So what I'm going to tell you to do is, one of the things I'm going to do is tell you to write down your goals, whatever it is. I'm just asking you to commit 15 minutes a day to yourself. 15. I know we all busy. I'm busy. I had to drive down here. I got to drive back and go home, make sure all the homework is done. We can find 15 minutes of the day to work on ourselves. You do 15, do the math, 15 times 364, I think you come up with 87.5 hours during the course of that year. That's a lot of time to work on yourself and work on your dreams. And it's a lot better than doing nothing. And what you can do is make something visual. Every day that let's say you want to read a book. You say, I'm going to do 15 minutes a day. You put this somewhere you can see it, probably in the kitchen, because I think we don't miss a day going in that kitchen, do we? Put this somewhere you can see it. You read a book that day, you check it off. And I'm going to do something out the norm because it's for King. Black is going to be good. So every time I read a book, I'm going to check it off. And if I don't do anything that day, I'm going to leave it blank. And what it does, it gives you a holistic visual representation of how you're doing with charting your goals. So you're going to want to do something like this where you can really see something big that stands out. In addition to that, you're going to want to keep a log. Write it down in the log what you're doing, because what you're going to have to do is go back and check and be a benchmark against yourself. And sometimes we might set unrealistic expectations for ourselves. And I don't think 15 minutes is unreasonable, but based on your lifestyle, it might be unreasonable. So you might have to scale it back and say, you know what, 15 is a little bit too much. I'm going to go ahead and allow myself 10 minutes a day to work on my goal. Third thing you're going to do, surround yourself around positive people. Surround yourself around people who've done what you want to do, because that's the easiest way to accomplish it. If you're around people who are those monkeys and they're pulling down on you, you're never going to do it, okay? And the fourth thing you're going to do is positively encourage yourself. When you look at yourself in the mirror, tell yourself, I can do it. I am able. Don't be a case study. Be a testimony. Toastmaster.